Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we will talk about A K Ramanujan's poem Self Portrait. The whole poem is about existential crisis, which is a kind of predicament. The transnational poet A K Ramanujan was born and brought up in a Hindu family in India and later went to abroad. So the host of the incident from the past or the memories help him to forming himself. In fact, while the Indian or Hindu atmosphere constitute the inner substance of Ramanujan's poetry, the Western atmosphere shape the outer substance, and these two coexist in his poem as in self-portrait. It's very small poem, so let's start the poem. The starting line is, I resemble everyone but myself. Here the poet wants to say that every individual in today's world has put on his face another face. In the modern world, it is easy to resemble everyone but oneself. And the next is, and sometimes see in shop windows, despite the well-known laws of optics, the portrait of a stranger. Here the poet wants to say that all European artists used to draw their self-portraits. Once the poet's portrait was drawn by his father. The poet on his way watched his self-portrait through a shop window, but it seems stranger to himself as he cannot recognize it. It became evidence that he suffered from identity crisis. I told you first that the whole poem is about the existential crisis or the identity crisis. In fact, it illustrates modern man's concern with the self and provides the matrix within which self become relevant. The portrait reminds the poet his memory of his past, his family ancestry, which he gave away when he came to abroad. This is another part of his existence, his past or his root. The poet here reminds that the stranger over there is essentially someone who belongs to a particular family. Here his self is somewhere fragmented. A sense of exile comes to his mind. He becomes alienated himself from his own self. This is a kind of modern alienation where a man is constantly falling into oblivion. The poet cannot resemble his own self from where he came. And the next line, date unknown, often signed in a corner by my father. Here the poet wants to say that surprisingly the portrait is though still signed but not dated. Here the time is diluted. There is no boundary of time in his own self. The present and the past coming together in his mind and try to make a sense of it. The poet in the poem is neither a nostalgic traditionalist nor an advocate of modernization and westernization. He is a product of both, and his poem reflects the personality conscious of change, enjoying its vitality, contradictions, but also aware of the past, the memories which form his inner self, memory of an unconscious namelessness which are still alive. This is all about the poem. I hope you will understand. If you not understand, please comment me. Thanks for watching.